Hello guys, this is Vysh. So hope you have been seeing all our videos. Today it is a special video, not on lectures, not on textbooks, but something which students have been requesting because of their anxiety, depression, not able to focus on studies. So many students had been raising issues. So today, because it's something special, we thought we'll take this topic. And there is a news article also which came 2 days back that 60% Kerala students suffer from depression. So I thought, because that news article will be just like 2 minutes, so I thought we'll do this session also, like how to overcome depression. What is depression? What is the science of depression? And should you talk to your parents and friends or teachers about this? And what will be the solution for this? Okay, so we'll do it in 10 to 15 minutes. So watch till the end to know the details. So the news article: 60% of college students in Kerala suffer depression. The reasons are various. Okay, it can be your exam pressure, it can be academic or financial stress, or maybe some bullying in college. It can be various reasons. Okay, so we'll go through some reasons. And if it's like if you are in real, okay, in real life you are facing depression and it is in a very high state, okay, which is like harming yourself and too much loneliness and all. We already last year made a video on clinical depression when Sushant suicide was there. So in that we have clearly explained sadness versus depression, depression versus clinical depression, symptoms, causes, then how can someone help you, then how can you help someone, suicide in India, and UPSC aspirant tips and all. We have detailedly done in a 20-minute video, so you can go and watch that if you have a very serious case of depression already in your life or in your friend circle. So our videos, actually I was looking through it yesterday, so it's like 499 videos. Okay, we had a lot of we actually a lot of videos were there. We deleted many unwanted videos and all, and now the latest count was 499. So I thought this 500th video should be something special. That is why we are doing this. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and go to the home page. You will get all the foundational videos which will make you ready for UPSC. Okay, you can hit this arrow and it will take you to more and more videos. Okay, then in the playlist section you can go and choose whether you want test series, whether you want issues in news, or you want free MCQ samples. Okay, daily quiz, lectures, everything is there again in the playlist section. And the most favorite section of students is the community section. There, even if you see the latest post and all, a lot of people are giving their feedback and they are liking it, because we are teaching them much beyond exam point of view. Okay, to make you a proper human being, you have to know various social things. Okay, so that is also discussed here. Now, this newspaper article which came about Kerala, the study shows that 25.5% of students are very much worried about their future, while 29.5% are extremely worried about their future. Okay, so we'll see certain snippets from that newspaper article. Around 60% college in Thiruvananthapuram, which is Kerala's capital, this was done, and they experienced mental depression in varied degrees since the outbreak of COVID-19, and at least 55% youngsters pursuing UG and PG courses in arts and science colleges are too worried about their future. The findings are in a study on the academic and psychological functioning of the college students of Kerala in the times of COVID-19, carried out by this center. Okay, in a particular college. It's not one college. They have taken from around 180 colleges. The details also I'll show you. So there are many youth who are facing this depression kind of feeling in this COVID times. Okay. So 28.4% college students in arts and science suffer from mild mental depression, while 14.8% suffer moderate depression, and 9.9% suffer from moderately severe depression, and 6% suffer from severe depression. So this is the categorization. Okay, so we'll see what is depression and all. I'll tell you in the next slides. But this is the statistics which came out as per their expert survey. Okay, a significant number of youth in colleges who are trapped in loneliness and worried about their future during these online education days are vulnerable to various mental health issues. Okay, youth violence and criminality may also erupt. Okay, so here if you see that same numbers which I showed you in this picture, 25.5 and 29.5 is given here. Okay, and the study also found that significant section of students showed self-harming tendencies, while 22.34% students had thought of ending their life. Okay, 51.7% have made suicide attempt. Around 53% students said that the study were during the study told that they were experiencing loneliness. So there are various issues, as I told. Now, if you see these numbers, 2,500 college students' data were taken for their psychological well-being in 2019. So that data is used, and also in March-April time this year, 8,000 samples were taken from 182 colleges. Okay, the sample size I'm telling, how many students were surveyed. So 182 colleges, these many students were interviewed or asked questions, and this was come to a conclusion. And female students have significantly higher level of psychological well-being than male students. Okay, because that's also one thing, like boys being more sensitive at times, but that doesn't come out in the media and all. Always when it comes to the psychological aspect and all, or some suicide or death and crying, it's mostly the girl student news which would have been come in the mainstream media. But there are many hidden cases and many boys also who cannot even express it, because that's how our society has made the differentiation between boys and girls. Like boys has to be tough, they should not cry. So that kind of things are there. So differences, if you see, male have weaker this thing, okay, mindset. And if you compare UG and PG programs, there is no much difference. Everyone are having the same state of this thing. Okay, so that is the overall report. So that is about the Kerala report. Now we will go to the worldwide statistics and worldwide what is the causes and solutions. So depression affects 150 million worldwide. This is a 2019-20 article. Okay, so depression has lately taken epidemic proportions. The world has realized that depression is not just a condition, but has turned into a new rapidly growing disorder. The recent events of suicide by teenagers are an indication that depression is not just limited to adults, but children and teenagers are increasingly becoming its victim. There are many reasons for depression among teenagers, and so are the ways to help them get out of the disorder. So, as I told, 150 million people are there, and here they are telling by 2020, okay, as I told, it's an old article, by 2020, depression may be second to heart disease as a leading cause of loss of healthy years of life. Okay, in India, every 1 hour, one student is committing suicide. Okay, and here numbers are again given: 8,000 students in 2015 and around 40,000 students between 2010 and 15. Okay, so this is just the tip of the iceberg, as many attempted suicide goes unreported. Okay, everything doesn't even come out. So now what is depression? It is a mental state where the victim feels dejected and is gripped by prolonged sadness with a loss of interest in enjoyable activities. Due to depression, the victim is unable to carry out normal day-to-day activities. This disorder also affects the appetite of the victim along with sleep. Other subtle signs are sudden emotional outburst, irritability, and tendency to withdraw from social interactions. Okay, this is how the definition can be. Okay, technical definition. Now the signs, the physically signs, like what you can understand. Okay, whether that person is depressed or not. So persistent feeling of sadness, feeling disconnected from emotions, lack of interest in the world around you, trouble focusing, guilt, persistent body aches, insomnia, okay, that is sleeping disorders, not getting out of bed, feeling like the world would be better off without you. Okay, that is the most important one also. Like you feel like I am not even worthy to live here, others are better than me. That is the biggest problem. Okay, biggest sign. Now we'll see the worldwide strong 5-6 causes, okay, for that signs to come to you. Okay, first is academic stress. Many college students feel pressure to achieve academic success. The stress of the pressure, in addition to high amount of coursework, can cause increased level of anxiety and depression. So what has to be done? Getting enough sleep and creating other healthy habits helps increase focus and improve overall mood. Eating healthy and establishing a consistent exercise routine also helps. Okay, this is about the academic stress, the book and the exam load and pressure and all. Now, financial stress. Many students worry about paying tuition fees and monthly fees while attending school. Also, this even we in Vysh IAS, when students see our test series and come and contact us, they tell like, sir, because of this COVID situation, we are not able to pay entire fees at like in one shot. Please give us installments, or please give us discounts. Or some people even tell like, I can anyway not afford this. I will just follow your lectures. Okay, so financial problems are also there because students really want to learn from something like us, our institute, or maybe some other institute, but they are not able to afford it just because of the financial problem, and that causes stress within them. Okay, entire year they will keep telling like, so I wanted to study this, but I cannot do this. Others are all studying. I am not able to go. So that keeps building up in your mind slowly, and you go into a kind of depression. Okay. That also somebody you should take financial advice from, or maybe you should try working on a budget plan. Okay, maybe the other things, the OTT platforms, the junk food, or anything which you are unwantedly spending, that you have to reduce and try to save money slowly, and in longer term you will become a financial, not an expert, but at least a good person. Okay, when compared to others in handling money. Okay, because money handling is one of the very important lesson which actually in my opinion should be introduced in school level also. People should know about the value of money and how to handle money. Okay. Now, homesickness and loneliness. Living far from family and friends for the first time can cause feelings of homesickness and loneliness. Okay, this before the COVID situation also, after the COVID situation also, there will be people who are maybe stuck in hostels or stuck in somewhere else. So people tend to have this homesickness feeling. Okay, this can increase feeling of isolation. So finding ways to connect with other students or keeping busy may help. Okay, so in other foreign countries and all, there are many counselors, and there are many extracurricular activity on the campus, job opportunities. There are many things, and that can help the students in this aspect. Okay, now this, as I told, the most important one, that is you are having low self-esteem. Okay, I cannot do it. I am not worthy. I must be perfect. Nobody loves me. I am not good enough. I must not make a mistake. So many people have this problem that they feel they are good for nothing. Okay. So feeling of low self-esteem affect the way we feel about ourselves. Many students struggle with low self-esteem in response to academic pressures and other stresses. So keeping a solid self-care routine or a record of accomplishments may help increase students' self-esteem. Meaning whatever small thing you achieve, be proud about it. Okay, like maybe today everybody are telling like do 50 MCQs in UPSC context I'm telling, but you do just 5 MCQ, 10 MCQ, be proud about that you at least did that. Okay, because yesterday you did 0. So like that each day be proud about what you do in any aspect. Okay, whether it's studies or any other thing, be proud about your small achievements, and then you will slowly improve. Learners can also create a list of their strength or seek positive feedback from friends and family. Okay, there'll be someone who keeps motivating you and someone, a good social circle you should have. Then this drugs and alcohol use. With increased stress in college, some students turn to drugs and alcohol as a way to cope or elevate stress. 30% of those diagnosed with clinical depression also struggle with addiction and substance use. Okay, so these people, so students struggling with depression related to drug or alcohol, must definitely have a counselor meeting and try to go to a rehab center or something and try to change it. Okay, because these things and all cannot be forced upon you, like please change, or you have to internally feel like I have to change. Okay, now social media usage. Recent studies show higher reported depression rates for young adults spending more time on social media platform. Higher social media usage can disrupt concentration and decrease physical activity, because full time you are in the phone or laptop and you are not standing up, you are not walking, you are not talking to others. So that you have to avoid. Okay, you have to maybe switch off some notifications and keep the phone away. You should have a like daily, like 2 hours I will not touch my phone, 2 hours I will not touch my laptop, because anyway you need this, because in digital age you have to use all these things. But you have to have some routine also, so that you can come out of this or and not fall into depression. Now some changes which have been there, okay, in the last few years, if you see compared to our parents generation, our generation, information overload. Now internet is the library for everyone. It has everything and almost too much information that people are now confused like what to read, what not to read. It applies to UPSC students also. They are telling this coaching, that coaching, this material, what to do. So you should have someone to tell you like this is the best thing, or this is the with the times. Okay, when you keep browsing, you should understand how to shortlist things. Okay, that is why our foundational video kind of thing will help you. Okay, our foundation does not teach you any subject, it just teaches you how to study a subject, how to approach a subject. So that kind of things you should have, so that this information overload doesn't capture you. Now the distractions, as I told, the Facebook, the video games, the mobile apps. Okay, now parents time and all these kind of things were not there. They had full time to either go to school or do some other work and study. Okay, they did not have to complete each level of a game. They did not have to download the latest mobile app and try like face app or some smiley games, or they don't have to do anything of that. Okay, they don't have like Facebook social media post or any target like today this many likes should come, this much views should come. They don't have anything that time. Okay, but now we have a lot of distractions, and attention span has reduced. Okay, people cannot focus more than half an hour on a textbook. So that is also decreasing in the new age. Now competition, UPSC exam also, 20, 30, 40 years back, the number of posts will be same. This much 700, 800 posts will be there, and maybe 1 lakh people applied. Now for the same 700 posts, 10 lakh to 12 lakh people are applying. So competition has increased. Job opportunity, that also goes to the those people who are not only good in the character and all these things, but they should be able to by heart a lot of things. They should be able to impress the interviewers. They should be able to mug up things and then reproduce it in the right way. So the other people who may be actually talented, but because of their lack of memory skills and all, they are not able to recall fact and figure, and finally they don't get the jobs compared to others. Okay, so this is also the new age trend which you are seeing. Earlier this kind of things was not there. Memory, everyone was treated equally, but now it is your memory power also a factor. Now the lower self-esteem which I told, okay, which is the starting point of depression. The lower marks, ranks, I am not clearing, I cleared, I didn't clear prelims till now, I have wrote 5 times. So various points will lead to low self-esteem, and it will be a starting point of depression. Now some observations I'll tell you regarding students that you should also notice. Okay, students read novels. Okay, if there is a fiction book or any novel which you have, you quickly read it in 2 days, or maybe full night you sit and read it, and you completely understand the story, the plot, and you can go and tell your friends also. Everything is done. But when it comes to textbook reading, you are very slow. Okay, you are not able to read it, because our system itself is like that. From childhood they are telling read loudly, read each word very slowly. Okay, like here also, like each and every word slowly to understand, like that if you read, that is what the system has taught you. But instead you should have read it very fast. Okay, if you see my speaking style also, I talk very fast, and many students tell like talk slowly. Okay, but I read fast, I talk fast, I present it fast, so everything is fast. That is why maybe I'm able to recall. Okay, if you see in my videos also, when I take lecture, when I see some topic, I immediately tell this has come in 2016 paper, this has come in 2009 paper. Why? Because once when I did that, I did it so fast, and multiple times I did that, so it's registered in my mind forever. Okay, so memory skills is something which can be improved by reading faster. Okay, and songs, you listen to a song, maybe a 15-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, maybe a Bollywood song which you heard. Now also when you hear, entire lyrics is by heart for you. You can sing every line. Okay, by muting the song, you can sing every line. How is it possible? Because 2 days back you read a textbook that you are not able to tell, but a song which you did, that is possible. Okay, so these are all because of the interest also, and the way you register it in your brain. Okay, so students recall songs that they have not heard for many months and even years together, but tend to forget what they studied a few days ago. So faster reading is one aspect about which I'll talk in the later session or in the next video. So 5 things students usually do, okay, when studying. What they do: they open their books and read, they underline important words, they memorize these notes, refer to old question papers, and think like, okay, these questions will again come in the exam. Okay, this is what you think while doing the studies. Okay, but instead, if a students can be taught how to read faster, make brain friendly notes, meaning a sheet where everything is there in bullet points or in a chart format, that is what will help you. You should not simply highlight everything which is there in the textbook, or you should not make a notes like ditto copy paste of your textbook. Okay, there is no point. You have to have memory system, you have to have revision chart, you have to have snippet card. This is what we have designed in our process. And this video, okay, this is a video which is in Vysh IAS. Simply search Vysh IAS note making video or Vysh IAS perfect notes video. You will get this video, and this is watched by more than 5,000 6,000 people, and they have appreciated it because it helped them change the way they make notes. Okay, so please see some things which are useful to you in the internet. Okay, so it would ensure that they score more marks and save time if you do these things instead of doing the usual highlighting method. Okay, now the last like solutions. Okay, before solutions, 3 pointers like how should you talk to your parents and teachers regarding this depression. Okay, so should I tell my friends and peers about my depression? Okay, there are many ways to talk. Like there are certain things like death and all, we are not comfortable talking about death. Okay, same like that about depression also. It's a very challenging topic to approach. Okay, for many people we cannot tell like I am depressed. People won't understand also, people will not care also. Okay, they will just like ignore it or give some usual advice which everyone gives. So it's crucial for students to let family, friends and teachers know that depression results from a number of different factors, and they just need to be understanding and present. You just need their presence that you have to convey to them. Okay, so should I tell my professors? Okay, so teachers, if you have such a friendly teacher with which you are comfortable and you feel safe with them in sharing your personal these things, then it's okay. Okay, you can do that. In many campuses and all, there are counselors like that, there are psychiatrists there, so you can talk to them if they actually if you think they can be helpful. And to parents, how to talk, that is one thing which people don't know. Okay, so you have to not tell like I am depressed. Okay, you have to not tell technical terms. You have to tell like I am not feeling like how I used to be. Okay, I am losing my childishness, I am feeling unmotivated, I am feeling hopeless, I am feeling drained out. Okay, my full energy is going, I'm not able to sit in front of textbook. So you have to explain your signs or the symptoms. Okay, simply go and tell I am depressed, they will not care to listen also, and they will not understand also. Okay, your generation is different from your parents generation. Okay, so you have to convey your symptoms to them, whoever you are talking to. Okay, that is the gist of this whole slide. Now, what can parents do to try to reduce the probability of their child getting depressed? Parents need to ensure that they equip their children with tools to overcome these issues effectively. This can help them score more marks because, as seen earlier, this could probably be the core issue for depression among students. The lack of keeping up to date with latest techniques of learning and teaching by the parents sometimes force them to insist that their children also study in the same way that they studied, meaning they study in a different way. Okay, sitting with the one textbook and then going on by hearting, memorizing, it's a different way. But in this generation where you have to depend on internet, you have to depend on practicals, there are many other things which you have to do. Okay, so parents have to understand that your way of studying cannot be forced upon today's children. Okay, that will not work for today's children. So that is the thing which parents can do, and give time to understand from their angle and support them. Okay, now for the solutions, final 6 solutions, and we'll wind up the video. So get enough sleep, because sleep deprivation impairs learning and creates memory issues that lead to other mental health challenges. Getting enough sleep drastically improves mood and overall health. So whatever happens, whatever exam you're preparing, whatever you're doing, try to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours is what is recommended, but at least 6 hours to 7 hours every day if you get, that is also more than enough. Okay, even if you take my example, I am seeing to it that I get that 6 hours of sleep every day, how much ever workload is there. Okay, and avoid this kind of alcohol and this caffeine drinks and all at the night time, because that also will hamper your this thing. Okay, your hinder your this thing, sleeping time. Now, moving your body, that is physical movement. Whenever you are working or studying or this thing, you have to take a break every 2 hours or every 30 minutes. That depends on your total work schedule. Okay, you have to break down, and you have to have break time every time. Only when you physically move, your brain and mind also get enough rest. Okay, else full time you are looking onto the computer, it will not give you relaxation. Then eating a healthy diet. Okay, how much ever stress you have to see to it that instead of the daily food which you eat, like the usual rice or whatever you eat, you should have that portion of vegetables and fruits, and which cools your body. There are many things which cools your body. Okay, because if your body is heated up, that affects your brain also, and you are not able to focus anything. Whatever you read, you will again forget. So have a very sustained planned diet system, okay, which will cool your body. Drugs and alcohol, obviously, because 4 in 5 college students are drinking alcohol, okay, and they have academic problems also. So if you have to avoid that, you have to avoid this drinks and alcohol. And when you go out with friends, it's not like always you have to drink or this thing to socialize with them. You can go for a movie, you can spend some time discussing something, or maybe debating on something, discuss on international issues or politics or something you can do. But drinking is not a thing which you have to do when you meet your friends after a long time. Okay, that is what 90% of the people do across India, but please don't do that. Then mindfulness, that is nothing but meditation. Okay, so meditation is something which everybody want to do, but they complain like, after 30 seconds of trying to focus, my focus go away, I am distracted, I start thinking about some movie stories or something which happened in the past or something about my friends. My focus goes away when you are closing your eyes and sitting. That time what you have to do is you have to bring back your concentration to the breathing you are doing, the inhaling and exhaling which you are doing, right? That if you focus, your everything will come back, your distraction will go away, and you will again be back to the focus mode. So again, after 30 seconds, maybe it will go again think of your breathing pattern. Okay, inhale, exhale. So after that, finally what will happen is, few days if you see, instead of 30 seconds, you will be able to focus 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. So 5-6 minutes and all, you can sit peacefully without even being disturbed by anything. Okay, that takes time, maybe months it will take, but you have to start doing that and practice mindfulness to relax your mind. And support system, always you should have some mentor, you should have a friend circle, you should have a parent who is supportive, or a teacher who is supportive. Someone should be there, or a study companion, a library going together companion. Somebody should be there, and without that support system, you cannot be. Okay, if you are sitting alone, you are definitely going to be lonely for your life, and you will be again be depressed only at one point of the time. So have a support system always. So all these efforts would go a long way in ensuring that the individual student is shielded from the epidemic of depression, and collectively society benefits. So now again in this series, I can make videos, that is 10 tips to study effectively before exam if you have a lot of syllabus left. This I'm doing because now only 105 days left for prelims. So this I can do. And how to read faster, which I have talked about in the video, that also I can do a separate video. But you have to like, comment, share this video, and also hit subscribe, so that we can continue this free series again. Okay, so thank you for all the support that we have reached till 500 videos. I'll come up with more videos soon. Thank you and have a nice day.